I swear, one of these days I'll find a way around your guard. Happily. I feel that I learn something every time I face you, even if it's only a new place to nurse a bruise, so long as you're certain you have time. Let us begin. Did you see? Master Lee was watching. He may not show it, but he clearly takes pride in watching his students practice. I learn something every time we meet, proving that loss sometimes is the best teacher. Thank the heavens the bruises are worth it. You are gracious as always. I regret that there won't be much time for such practice now that you've almost finished your training. Master Lee told me to pass on that you should speak to him when you have the chance. He said you could take your time, so you need not rush. Master Lee just went into his house. It's just over there, as always. You have some time to wander the school and talk with other students. Smiling Mountain likely has some of the younger students available if you want to spar. I shall leave you to it. Take care, my friend.
Master Lee keeps talking about Restless Dead, but there's nothing like that around here.
Our most senior student has a spare moment to spend with me? An honor. No, wait, I shouldn't be like that. Master Lee always reminds me that jealousy is a low path and not worthy of one of his students. I understand your training is almost complete. I wonder who will replace you as our example. It certainly won't be me. I can't even imagine Master Lee saying, "You must strive to be like Lin in all things" to the others. Just the opposite, more likely. That makes sense. Is that how you live your life? If so, it certainly seems to be an effective philosophy. Maybe I should spend more time training, and less time worrying about where I stand in the school. How else will I be good enough to take you down one of these days? Besides, there might be bigger things to worry about. I find myself intrigued by the ghost tales that everyone's mentioning. You think I will talk about them behind their backs? I will, but I don't want people to think of me as the local gossip, even if I am just that. Of note? There's only one student of note, and that would be you. Everyone else, even Dawnstar, is just a background for you and your supposed destiny. I'm sure you know that your implied status causes jealous remarks. I have muttered a few, but I don't mean you harm. The one you should be careful of is Gao, but I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. You know him as well as I do. A rich man's son. He's attractive, I suppose, but arrogance follows him like a cloud of locusts. I hear his father is the same way. Gao the Greater and Gao the Lesser. Not a family I would want to be a part of. Why do you need to ask me about Dawnstar? You know her better than anyone as far as I'm concerned. You two practically grew up together. Maybe that's why you two get along so well. Maybe her sense for ghosts and the like meshes well with the great destiny Master Li sees for you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be like that. Dawnstar is a fine person. She just sees things that I can't. I know there are ghosts and spirits, but why should she be able to sense them when I can't? What makes her special? While Master Li tries to never let it show, he obviously holds a special place in his heart for you two. I suppose that's hard to deal with, even if I have been here far less time than you two. You know him as well as I do. A rich... I hear his father is the same... If you wish. Other than what Dawnstar senses, all I have is stories, but they're becoming more and more common. Tales of people being haunted by loved ones, and mad ghosts attack. And Master Li accepts Dawnstar's ability to see and sense things others can't. If he believes her... Stay well. After all, how could we learn without our most senior student to guide us?
Gao refuses to practice with the rest of us. He thinks he's too good for us.
Typical. Oh, you're finally here to talk to Master Li, are you? I certainly hope so. The old man is in there meditating, and he won't train me until he talks to you. The senior student, Master Li's little lapdog, here to talk to me? My lucky, lucky day. You don't want my answer to that question. Go talk to one of your sandal-licking friends and let them... I'm sure Wen could stammer out an answer for you, something to make you feel all... Master Li wants to talk to you. Do me a favor and go talk to...
Ah, there you are, my student. I watched your bout against Jingwu with great pride. You have gained almost all you can from the practice arena. You are my best pupil, though you came to me an orphan. I have tried to prepare you for the responsibility your skills will bring. Have you given thought to your future? There will be a time for that later. I have kept you hungry for information, but you must trust that my reasons are valid. It is for your benefit that I do this. Your lessons are complete. Remember these basic skills and keep them at heart. But also remember the classes are not a true measure. I recall that, as a child, you fell and bruised your arm. I comforted you, saying that sometimes all you learn in defeat is that you have been defeated. This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless, and you have a role to play that I have kept secret. Those who announce their important destiny before they are ready tend to meet unfortunate ends. The people are scared. I do not have all the answers, but I know you will become very important.
Master! Master Lee!
What is this interruption? This had better be important. There is much to say.
Master! Nijo came to warn me. He saw a boat from the outlook past the fields. Strange outlaws. They fired something at him. And Kiamin was injured.
Where is she now?
Still outside the village by the outlook. Nijo couldn't carry her. Please come, Master Lee. The bandits are not at the village yet, but they could arrive at any time.
We will have to continue our discussion later, my student. It appears we have... You will have your chance to fight soon enough. Go to Gujin, the weapon master. He has a weapon for you, and you will have need of it before long. On your way, make certain Dawnstar is aware of the danger. Her skills have always come. Prepare yourself for a potential attack while I tend to my fallen student. I will return as soon as I can. We will continue our discussion when the threat is over. You near the end of your training, but I am still your master. You have a greater role than you know.
Dawnstar is very skilled, but she doesn't leave her garden very often.
What would bandits want with a sleepy town like Two Rivers? They're in for a surprise. Sometimes I wonder if I'm ready to train with others of such skill. Even in the robes of a junior student, I feel a long way from... You're right. Master Lee would not have accepted me if he did not see... I will just have to work twice as hard to catch up to your level of skill. Even then, it will take a long time. I'm sorry, senior student. I don't think so. Perhaps she is at her garden. I do not know her well, but I see her there often. I'll ask Gao if he's in the mood to speak. I saw him heading that way. Goodbye.
Bandits coming here. They must not know about the school, or at least about Master Li. He's not a man to stand idly by while people suffer. If they hurt Kiamin badly, Master Li will be angry. I'd hate to be the captain of that ship if Master Li is angry.
I hear bandits have injured Kiamin. She is a favorite pupil and holds the record for the challenge I run. I'm sure Master Li will take care of her. What can I do for you? I am here to serve and train. Goodbye. I am here if you need anything.
That's much better.
What's the matter, Dawnstar? Are you scared that Master Li might find out?
There is talk of approaching bandits, and you bother me with unsubtle advances. How very like you, Gao. No doubt a tactic learned from your criminal father.
His name is Gao the Greater, and he built a fortune out of some ragged thieves and slave traders. If my charm can't lift your spirit, I'll buy the ground from under you.
Flaunting your father's undeserved wealth does not impress me, Gao. It only serves to push me further away.
You step beyond your station. She and I are discussing her future.
Thank you, Gao, but I'll pick my own poison. Now leave, and if you'd be so kind, stay downwind.
I won't forget this, Dawnstar. You show great disrespect. You as well. You will not take all the glory if there is an attack. We are not through.
Oh, he is Gao the Lesser in all respects. I thought Master Li allowed him to stay so that the influence of the father could be countered, but Gao never learns. He acts like he's above Master Li's teachings. Such are the conceits of wealth, I suppose. I appreciate that you arrived when you did. What does Gao the Lesser ever want? He's convinced that he can buy everything, and that includes people. He's a spoiled little man. I'd rather not dwell on him. Let's not increase his influence by talking about him after he's gone. What is it you wish? Yes, he said you were coming. He just passed here with Si Pat on his way to help Kiamin. It's strange that simple bandits would launch such a raid. Master Li was concerned that this would interrupt your training. His respect for your potential is just so absolute. Has he told you any more about your future? You're right. As useful as it was to help Master Li learn about the restlessness of the dead, thanks to my gift, I see enough disturbing things. If we can stop the bandits quickly, let's go get your weapon from Guzhen's workshop. It shouldn't be too hard to fend off simple bandits. Of course. Good company.
Nice little town you have here. Not a lot of guards, are there? How are your stocks of food?
I don't know you. Why are you asking me all these questions?
This town isn't well guarded. Forget it, let's just start looting. We'll get first crack at the good stuff.
You're right. This isn't worth it.
I can't believe they've moved so quickly. We need your weapon. Gujin will be in his shop north of the main stairs.
It's so awful. They killed him.
Heavens, no! Heavens, no! I'm so shocked, I don't know what to say. You have to keep us safe.
Why are we going back to the school? We need to go to Gujin's, north of the main square in town.
Oh, senior student. Not too many people come back here this time of day, so we thought we'd take a moment to practice. Would you like to join us? We could team up against you and learn from the best. With all due respect, we would be no challenge for you individually. We could... Smiling Mountain usually lets us fight in groups if he has enough students available. But if you have time, that is. This is good news. 1,000 cuts. That's enough! I didn't think we'd win, but it was an honor to face you. Thank you very much. We have to go. Smiling Mountain's going to be teaching a class soon, and then we have weapons training.
Why would bandits come here to Two Rivers?
I'm so shocked, I don't know what to say. You have to keep us safe.
It's so awful. They killed him.
This path leads to the beach. Guzhen's shop is north of the main square. We should really get our weapons as soon as we can.
Yukut ni kung uno sa ison kudnoka ukyorir. Nararo na pirapir ni niktakatashi. Konir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Isana yuyo. Nararo na pirapir ni niktakatashi.
You should show proper respect. Ming is an honored man in this village.
O no yu wakits wo so iroko wa shosi. O no yu wakits wo so iroko wa shosi. Wo nakapir sari awaf, fan sierra suorufus isinosaurus usuno. O nikasurier kwana no koni uk nawata ir nik nipier. O sinsu. Wo anania ifewir uk sonaruk noka uk snapir. Ikir nik tinepiru wo iferek uk son puno. Konir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Ukir wir no fantayana ukona ni pinato. Usair kokanato. Tanatia katanano shafatoyo koka irkana. O nikasurier kwana no kasa iriruru. Nararo na pirapir ni niktakatashi. Wunno wir na no ba irsu. Isana yuyo konir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. O no yu wakits wo so iroko wa shosi. Usoir. Wunno wir na no ba irsu. Isana yuyo. Wosoki po wir ukaraso. O no yu wakits wo so iroko wa shosi.
What was that noise from the town square? Are people fighting?
We should go to Guzhen for a weapon like Master Li said. Then we can address whatever threat these bandits pose. His workshop is in the center of the village by the gate, up the stairs from the square. It's the largest and most permanent building.
You must be tired if you're asking me about that. You've talked to him many times.
We should get our weapons as quickly as we can. I am honored that Master Li feels I am worthy of standing beside you.
Ujo shatjir uksayanan. Zawani karpa.
Hello, Weapon Master Guzhen. Good day to you.
Swowo hier ufir wa kwanpa. Wo tarawe hier fuir hier fun chiki. Ukayir otonoe nisun puno. If you'd prefer, I don't need to use Thofan. Now, what brings you here? In something of a foul mood, are we? Nothing you can do to cheer her up, Dawnstar?
Not right now, Guzhen. There's already bandits here in Two Rivers.
Already? I assume you dealt with them, and the rest are in for quite a surprise when they get here. Well, no time to waste. Dawnstar, I watched you practice with that new blade yesterday, and I must say you take to it naturally. I want you to keep it and use it as your own.
This is a great honor. A good weapon is a true warrior.
You know, you came here with Master Li as just a babe. I came not long after, and well, two, actually. But you need to choose which one you'll take. Master Li wants you to stay focused on your first weapon. Anything? I don't know where your master acquired these, but he has honored me with the care of two legend. You may arm yourself with either the legendary longsword, Fortune's favorite, or the famed staff, Golden Star. I'm afraid not. She would not be able to handle. I'll explain why in a moment. But suffice it to say that very few people... In time, Dawnstar will be able to handle a weapon like this. But don't discount the blade I gave her. Master Li They say this blade was created in the Forge of Smiling Fortune, blacksmith to the gods. How your master found it, I cannot say. But this ancient longsword is yours, if you wish it. Your weapon is well deserved, And you'll need it with these bandits so close. If you decide you truly don't like it, however, you can come see me after the bandits are dealt with. One more thing you need to know. These weapons strike with deadly precision, but to wield them safely, you must focus with each strike. Master Li has been training you so that you'd be ready for this kind of weapon, and the drain won't be crippling. The only thing left for you to learn is respect for others. You can never tell who might be an easily offended master of a style you don't know how to counter.
Senior student. Oh, excuse me, Weapon Man.
Calm down, student. What has you so flustered?
The bandits. They've already been sighted down by the beach. I don't know, but their ship is large. There could be many of them. I will run to the school and seal the gates. Make your way to the beach and teach these bandits a lesson. I know you can.
You've done well, lad. Go back to the school now. Your friends have some new weapons they're dying to try out, I'm sure. Go on. Go on. Teach those bandits some manners.
Bandits, huh? I see a lot of them. I better let someone else have some... I can't abandon the gate. You never know if they're gonna sneak around. No, please. I can't fight. I just didn't want to be a rock picker in my grandfather's field. Guarding the gate looked easy. I never thought bandits would actually come. Please don't let them get me. Don't let them. Save us! I don't want to be...
There is no time to talk. We have to save the village from these bandits.
Thousand cuts. Heavenly wave. Thousand cuts. Long sword.
There is no time to...
Help! They're on the beach! Bandits! Oh man, this village is ours.
We have to be careful. These louts will show no mercy.
I knew someone from the school would help. No one else could. Please, my boy Nijo is trying to fight them down on the beach, but we need someone skilled.
I can hear fighting to the east. We have to push these bandits back off the beach. There is no time to talk. We have to save...
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die. What are you? Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A further test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this!
Impressive. Clearly, I have been too dismissive in my search. This village will be torn asunder. Whatever you are hiding, I will have it. I have seen enough of your skills. You will die now, so I am not troubled later.
You! Well fought, my student, but I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success. It would seem that my past is catching up to me, and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended. Dawnstar can explain the nature of such creatures. I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but perhaps you are ready. You would have fought, and you would have died. You are not ready, but you soon will be. There is no choice left to us. I will explain at the school. You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students, and return to me at the school.
We fought well against those bandits, but I had no idea Master Li could command that kind of power. He destroyed that ship so easily. This is so confusing. Master Li said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose. So many spirits seem lost, as if the way to their rest is blocked. I didn't think they were dangerous, but those on the beach, I sensed madness. Time drove them mad. You disrupted them by defeating them in combat. They will not reform for a long time. I hope there is peace in that, but I don't know. I was worried enough when we were expecting bandits. Now it seems there are dangers we don't even know about. Master Li called that sorcerer an assassin. Assassins don't attack at random. They have very specific prey. I don't want anything to happen to this home. I've never belonged anywhere else. Would it be strange of me to say I don't know? I have very little memory of my home before coming here, even though I was 3 years old when I remember moving around a lot, never staying anywhere for long, and for some reason, the robes of that sorcerer look... I'm sure it's nothing, just the memories of childhood playing tricks. I can't remember specific incidents, but I am used to being shunned. People are not very welcoming of those who appear to not let the dead lay peacefully. Master Li said I was brought to him by a concerned ally who received me from yet another person. That person wanted me safe, but Master Li doesn't know who that guardian was or what I needed protection from. He promised to look into it, but he's not had time. Your training has taken precedence. My abilities are just a curiosity. You are the center of attention here. I prefer it this way. I can just... Yes, I suppose you know something about that as well. I hope this does not sound odd, but thanks for this talk. The events on the beach worried me, but...
Well, we've already visited Gu Jin, who used to be a guard in the west. Merchant Fen Do is in the village square. He's been expecting new goods any day now. For training or learning the philosophy behind martial combat, go see Smile. I don't want to think about it too much. Manipulating chi has not come as naturally to me as it has to you. The things I do are different. I can see spirit shapes and hear the odd whisper. Master Li was surprised, but he has not had time. Hopefully I'll find my skills useful for more than just keeping me up at night. We are all spiritual creatures. When we die, if their time among the living was troubled or painful, spirits sometimes get lost. They usually only appear for a short time. If a person's life was very traumatic, his or her maddened spirits change. They lose the... I've only seen hints of those. It's been enough. I'm very worried. I don't know. That's the kind of thing old men... You'd think we could just ask the spirits themselves, but if a person's life was very traumatic, his or her maddened spirits change. I've only seen hints of those. It's been enough. I don't know. That's the kind of thing old men sit on mountains to discover. You'd think we could just ask the spirits themselves, but if a person's life was very traumatic, his or her maddened spirit... I've only seen... Well, we've already visited Gu... Merchant Fen Do is in the... Then we should return to Master Li so he can talk to you about this attack. Yes? I'll help if I can, but Master Li is waiting for you. Well, we've already visited Gu Jin, who used to be a guard in the west, they say. Old Ming always has... Merchant Fen Do is in the village square. He's been for training or learning the philosophy behind martial combat, go see... Then we should return...
I'm so glad you and Master Li arrived when you did. My father ran to the school. Perhaps we lacked the skill of you and your master, but we tried our best. Thank you for your effort. Hopefully Master Li can shed some light on what led to this. A sorcerer...
Dawnstar, there you are. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while.
I'm glad, Miss...
He seemed peaceful, if a bit...
Remember Zhang Jin, her son? He drowned last year after the Some spirits return because of trauma. At least they are... Troubled spirits can be set... I'm sorry. I don't know. People just want... I guess blame is easier to understand than chance. Master Li will be waiting.
It's a good thing we have Master Li here.
Don't forget his senior student. They say she's the one who fought many of those bandits.
Hey, boys, look who it is.
Is that the one gal the Lester's always going on?
I think so. I say we teach a little lesson about staying in your place. Teach this whelp a lesson in manners.
Heavenly Wave! Longsword! Yeah! Focus! Heavenly Wave!
Yet another village with...